Good afternoon, everybody. My name's James Townsend. I'm the Global CEO of Assembly and the Global CEO of the Brand Performance Network here at Stagwell, and we join you from CES. I'm delighted to welcome Marla Kaplowitz.
Thanks, happy to be here.
Thank you very much. CEO and President of the 4A's. Marla, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking the time. For you folks at home, we're in the Stagwell Content Studio, right in the center and the belly of the CES conference center. Learning and enjoying all of the new products and innovations that we've been seeing over the last couple of days. A very busy few days in Las Vegas. About 100,000 people here, so it feels like it's returned post-pandemic, and delighted to see everybody here. Marla, love to understand a little bit about the 4A's, your vision and ambition for the organisation, and what role it's going to play for the sector and the industry.
Absolutely. Well, we're thrilled that Assembly is a member of the 4A's and have been for many years.
Of course.
And the 4A's is really committed to helping our agency members with their business transformation and talent needs, and making sure that we are supporting them in every aspect of the work that they're doing, whether that's growth, new business, talent needs, research, anything in government, true advocacy support. There's so many different aspects of the way that we're supporting our members.
And we enjoy that support. You mentioned transformation there. Sustainability has been a continuing sort of agenda, rightly, both here and obviously beyond. It's very much on front of mind for marketeers now. There's appropriate pressure, I think, on our sector, on brands to be a progressive sort of member of society, actually. Talk to us a little bit about the point of view you have on impact and sustainability, what role that's going to play, how prevalent it's going to be. It's certainly more prevalent here at CES.
It's been interesting to see kind of the shift in the last, I'd say, 2 years, but especially the last year.
Yeah.
So we didn't used to have roles like Chief Sustainability Officer at agencies. That's now a title across every major agency. Teams are being built out, and that's a combination of they need to focus on their own business and what they need to do to drive sustainability, but more importantly, addressing carbon emissions, GHG, and what they're doing also to help clients and with their own goals and driving those needs, not just from a marketing standpoint, but really getting into the business side.
Absolutely.
So a lot of the agencies I've been talking to, they're not talking to the marketing teams. They're talking to the sustainability teams and to some of the product teams, and I think that's also a very different dynamic. And just emphasizes agencies are so much broader in terms of the remit and focus on helping clients with their most urgent business problems.
Yeah, I mean, it's a problem and therefore an opportunity. I think we're certainly at Assembly seeing that. We launched the Clean Media Lab this morning, which is going to be producing products that helps us measure the carbon emissions in campaigns, so we can then do something about it. So over time we can lower carbon emissions using data, using our technology. And it does feel like clients are really, this is no longer a kind of table stake. It's an absolute necessity to demonstrate a progressive approach to this.
Yeah. I think the key there is we have a number of different agencies developing their own approach, and how can we at least get to alignment on how it's quantified in terms of understanding what those emissions are. The way you execute it can be different, but having some sort of consistency or ubiquity around that, I think, is going to be really critical, and the industry needs to come together on that.
The whole environmental movement has always, understandably struggled with measurement. What does success look like here? What's progress? And I think we'll probably have the same opportunity to help clients quantify what good looks like going forward. Fantastic. And I must ask you, you've been here for a couple of days, I believe. You've had a chance to walk the halls. What's been interesting to you? What do you think, I guess, to a degree from a marketing perspective, but just you personally, what's been interesting to you?
So back to sustainability, I have noticed a real shift from a few years ago that large brands are leading with that message. So you walk into the Samsung booth, and sustainability hits you in a number of different ways, from packaging to just the responsible approach to recycling, developing new products. And then the next message after that I'm seeing is a lot around inclusivity and accessibility of products. And that to me is another real shift. And I know a lot of marketers and agencies and brands come and they're trying to figure out, okay, what's the application? It's really understanding what are the products, what are they doing to connect with consumers, but what are those insights? Are they fulfilling a need, or are they trying to create a need and addressing that utility?
And there's a tension there, isn't there? Because if there isn't a real committed authenticity to it, if there isn't some real tangible progress being made, there's a real chance you could get dinged. I mean, consumers can now look behind the label very easily, can't they? It's a world of social and so on.
We'll be in a world of greenwashing, and we don't
Absolutely.
want to be there.
And I think, not only is it a necessity, but it's also something that I think consumers are really looking for brands to deliver on. So it is an opportunity for clients to demonstrate, for brands to demonstrate that they are progressive. They do have a front-footed agenda, and I can certainly see that in the clients that we're looking after across Assembly and also the whole brand performance network.
Yeah, I mean, the 4A's, we have a sustainability task force and looking across a number of different areas, partnering with Ad Net Zero, but also looking at the new green guides that are going to be coming out from the FTC and really trying to understand what are the opportunities to drive change in the industry.
And organisations like yours remind us that while we are in competition, subjects like this are unifying.
I say collaboration over competition.
There you go. Exactly.
And not to be precious about things like DE&I and sustainability, which is about human growth
and good. That's a universal
Absolutely.
challenge. No, absolutely. What else? Final thoughts from you? What else have you seen here that you've enjoyed?
Oh, I always like the geeky tech stuff and seeing the cool cars, but I also think the healthcare is very interesting and what's going on with AI and trying to really help people in their lives. You and I were talking about that earlier.
Prevention, a prevention approach, getting ahead of it. Absolutely. It's a wonderful example of how technology can add value rather than seeing it as something that may
it's not just about entertainment or these experiences. It can be life-saving.
Absolutely. Well, that's a lovely note to finish on. Marla, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For all of us at CES, we wish you well.